Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued sub, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks. Sorry, got to separate these out. Of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. Wrong deck, Graph. I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So it has been an intense one, right? With that said, it's so warm here. You'll have to forgive the noise of the fan. If I didn't have it, I would literally be melting or dying in front of you. So with that said, your key to the week is the High Priestess. I love this card. It's one of my favorite in the entire deck because it's spiritual, it's special, it's magical, but its magic is all subtle. This is all about your intuition, your own psychic awareness, your innate gifts, the ones that you have that are intangible, that are not necessarily physical, but are so valuable even still. This is clairaudience, clairvoyance, it's psychic awareness, it's prophetic dreams, it is when you speak things and then they come to pass. I can't remember, we've got a word for it, but I've forgotten what it is. Prophecy, right? All of that sort of stuff. And this week, yes, she is also hidden things revealed. She's secrets that come to light. She's things that are hidden, that are, beyond the veil, so to speak. But she's also all of the things that I've mentioned. And I really feel that this week, it's very much about your intuition. You've got to pay attention to that inner sense, that inner knowing, because it never steers you wrong. I mean, gosh, if you're anything like me, you may have ignored it several times and it's really got you into trouble or bitten you in the arse, but it never lies to you, all right? So for your actions and options, you have the Page of Swords. So a lot of you are about to go in a brand new direction. Remember, the Page of Swords is, I see this as job interviews. I see it as meetings, as sometimes this would be the card that you saw before the merger went through, right? This is that initial stage where you sit at the table and you have the big talk. Therefore this card for me is very much about initiation. And because it's here in your actions and options, this is about you taking what feels like a risk, but there's a part of you that knows this is the right direction. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a part of you that's kind of saying, right, this feels like I'm being inducted to something here. Like, and it is one of those moments, when you've crossed the threshold. I think probably the last one that I can remember, like, really clearly was the first ever professional, like, I'd been reading tarot for years, but I remember my first ever professional reading where, it was a paying client and stuff. And I tell you, that was a big moment for me. I'm going to make a video about that because I think it's really important. It was a truly amazing and very humbling experience. This week, there is something being initiated in your life and you are very much a part of this. So it's not something that's happening to you. It's something that you are actively a part of and actively seeking, which is really great. You are going in a new direction and there is some sort of meeting, talk, connection, collaboration coming up, but it kind of feels like you're at the forefront of it. So Virgo, this week, you better own it, baby. All right, for your communications and conversations, you got the Page of Pentacles. So now we start to get messages, right? Remember, your pages are very similar to aces. They're new starts, new directions. The Page of Pentacles is all about business, money. It's about following what feels like a soul calling to you, right? And the fact that you've got two pages here, this is about new starts, fresh directions. It's about new magical opportunities opening up for you on an intellectual and professional level, but also on a physical, tangible level at the same time. It's kind of like wherever the mind and the profession are expanding to, the material results will be there for it. This is really exciting. Communication will probably be about work, about business, about finances, about the practicalities of everything this week. You could be very focused on these things. And if you are celebrating this week, a happy damn birthday to you. Remember to celebrate. When you're celebrating your solar return, feel that day, or if maybe this is your ascendant degree, if you're an ascendant Virgo, or it's your moon degree, right? Look at that point in your chart, because it's an important point to know about. If this is happening for you, if it's your solar return or the return of whatever else I've mentioned, feel that day, right? Fill that day with a little bit of everything that you want this whole year to encapsulate for you. That's really, really important, okay? So communications and conversations look good this week, but they are very much focused on the work, the profession, the finances, the material aspect, the things that you want to create, and where it is that you feel your soul is pulling you forward. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing next. This is the right next move. There's just big changes on the horizon for you guys, for sure. For your money and materials, you got the Queen of Pentacles, which is Virgo. For me, the Queen of Pentacles is Virgo energy, hands down. The fact that this shows up in your money and materials, you are manifesting something amazing at this moment in time, and I really do feel you might not see all of the results this week, but you will definitely see some sort of immediate result in the here and now. And what I want to say to you about that is, whatever you do see this week is only going to be a glimpse. It's going to be a taster of what is truly coming in for you. Money looks great this week, as do your longer term plans. When it comes to your health, this week you really want to start keeping it, because Virgo ruled, right? You've got to look after your digestive system this week. My advice to you, because it looks like a lot of you are going to be reaching for the stimulants. I am seeing a lot of late nights here for a lot of you. And this could be because there's a project that you're bringing to culmination. If that is the case, maybe try to substitute coffee with something of a bit more of a natural, coffee is natural, but you get my point. You just really want to keep an eye on what you're ingesting this week. You've really got to look after your digestive system. When it comes to the home and environment, I feel like this is going to be a week where, let's say if you were doing renovations, this would be where you're taking that first wall out. Or do you know what I mean? Like, it's like you're starting something. Maybe not the whole project is new, but it's like you're starting something that is new, but not new. That's probably the only way that I can really put it at this moment in time. But very, very great card for money and materials, because it's you showing up as you in the real world, right? For your love and relations, look at you guys all out here hogging the goods. You got the King of Pentacles, right? So what do we see here? Just like with astrology, when you get the sun and moon together, there is a new moon this week as well, right? So really interesting that you've got these two cards. When the sun and the moon come together, or masculine, feminine energy come together, this is where you get growth, where you get abundance, where you get fertility. So check this out. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. That's like the Trinity, the Holy Trinity. The Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. The supernal triangle, which is they call it Kether, Binah, and my brain is failing me. I'm so sorry. It's because it's so bloody warm. Kether, Binah, Geburah is a different one. I can't remember what it is, but the supernal triangle in Kabbalah is that first trio. So if you were to look at these in terms of the major arcana, you'd be looking at the Fool, the Magician, and the High Priestess. And whenever you see that kind of concentration of an energy, it means that something big is about to happen for you. And I truly believe that this week it's going to be good. Like I said, you might only see the glimpse of it this week. You might only ever get like a little tiny portion of it. But this is going to be a week that you will remember as the one that kicked everything off. I'm really excited for you guys, and I'm very excited for this Virgo season. I don't know why, because Virgo in my chart is like my 2nd and 8th house. So I'm like, ooh, okay, that's cool. It could be worse houses, right? But yeah, I don't know why. I've just got this sense that this Virgo season, even with the challenges that I know are coming through September, I feel like this Virgo season is going to be a really great time for all of us in some way, shape or form. For those of you that are single, You're very likely to be meeting somebody that is either very serious, very, grounded, practical, smart, and determined. It looks likely as well that you could be meeting this person through your work or something to do with your profession. For those of you that are partnered, very different energy, because it means that not only are you guys on the same page, but as you start to grow and really flourish from this week onward, your partner is going to be so behind you, like literally singing your praises, like 100% there, bang on, like kind of just saying to you, you know what, I've got your back, I'm so proud, keep going, keep going, keep going. This is going to be a really great week for all of you in some way, shape or form. There's a lot of change, there's a lot of initiation, and leading the whole thing is your high priestess. That energy of, this week you might have that as well, like you get this sense that something's happening, that something big is taking place, but you can't quite put your finger on what. And then you've got this trio here as well, which, I mean, just the king and the queen together would have been enough, but that's a real concentration of earth energy. I'm really looking forward. So let me know in the comments how it shapes up. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care, and I'll see you soon.